Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the New York Yankees.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Yankees.
Pitching in our game today, Cam Schlittler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Coming up on the first pitch, Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Michael Garcia.
And we're underway.
First pitch, 136.
That one inside. Look out. Hey. The 2-1. Just missed. And there's a fly ball deep right field, carrying well. And he brings it into the warning track. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Bobby Witt Jr. batting with one down, takes a strike. High fly ball out to center field. Grisham settles underneath it. And there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny.
Stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Just missed. Yeah. Ball 2. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes. That's the third out. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Michael Wacha. What do we have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Fought off foul. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here is Aaron Judge. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Here comes the 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Batting third, no less.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Bellinger up to hit. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
In the air, right field. Caglione under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Giancarlo.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Tapped in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. 3rd out. Scoreless after 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. 1 out in the 2nd.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Carter Jensen.
So up next, Carter Jensen. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Lane Thomas. And first offering is fouled off. Well struck right field. That one carrying. Out of here. A solo shot. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ball popped up. Chisholm gets under it. And that is that. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back for more
Leading
from the
off
Bronx.
for the
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice.
22.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. One away.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ahmed.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. That catches the corner. Here comes the 0-1. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Chisholm in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. Into the bullpen and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So two down, Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
That's a ball.
Waka, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Bases empty, two away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Struck him out looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning, Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Check swing, now an appeal to 3rd. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. The 0-1. There goes the runner. And that one fouled off. Massey gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Next to hit, Michael Garcia. The 1-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
This one in the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy, bouncer to second, flips it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Went down on strikes his first time through. Quick toss to first, and he's back in there. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. Sends it to first, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. Back in the Bronx, here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
That's in there. That is strike two. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Fly to center his first time.
Hey.
Man at second.
Ball.
Tied up here in the early going. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Bellinger.
So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for New York, Cody Bellinger.
0-1.
The 1-0. Base hit into center field. Grisham around third. There comes the throw. Safe at the plate. 3-2. They take the lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Man at first with one gone. Now, Giancarlo Stanton. Rudder takes off. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite-level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
Ball, that's outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22.
So digging in, Ben Rice. Fly to left his first time. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. In to score from third. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1.
Ball inside.
Inside, just missed. And that one a little below the knees. And now 3-0. Jazz Chisholm Jr. would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Challenge from behind the dish here.
Number 13, second baseman.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Ball.
In the dirt. Bullpen action for the Royals. Matt Strom, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Lang, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Two on, 2 outs. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michael Wacha is done, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Alex Lang on to pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28.
Now here is Austin Wells. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Over to first and he's saved. Now this one gets away from the catcher. No advance though. Caballero leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball, that's out.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On a line, and that's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Right through there for a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's the 0-2. And that's down and away.
Here we go, Cam. He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Let's go, Cam.
And the 2-2. That one missed.
Come on, Cam.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's the catcher, Carter Jensen. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. That's in for a strike.
Nope.
Here we go, Cam.
This one in the air center field. Grisham on the move. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 15. Designated hitter.
Here's Lane Thomas now. He's already homered here in this one.
Nope. That's inside.
Next pitch is
that's just
outside.
out.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the air to left center. Grisham in position. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Yankees 7 and the Royals 2. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Safe, and that's his third hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Pitch kicks away. The throw to third. Grisham up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Runner at third, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The next pitch misses, and now 3-0. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Runner at third here, nobody out. Judge rips that one. Base hit and a run in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
The right fielder, Giancarlo.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Squirts away a little bit, throws to second, but he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out and a runner at second. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
The first baseman, number
So up
22,
next, Ben Rice.
Right.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. So he just clears the wall, and they boost their lead. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So two down. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
3-0 down. And that is low for ball 4.
Just missed there. Boom. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble, large. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Quick move to first. Rosario dives back in.
Hey.
Strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man at second. In the dirt. Two now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 10-2 ball game. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Comes up empty. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And a good start to the inning.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Caglione around second, headed for third.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Royals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
This one in the air right field. Base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
The third baseman,
So the Royals batting order turns over. Michael Garcia now at the plate.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Ball 2.
Here's a 2-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And they're all loaded up.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Bobby Witt Jr.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. This is, again, 5 in a row.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain...
Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Cam Schlittler out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Angel Chavez.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. And the 1-0.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Royals trying to get back into this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
6-run lead doesn't feel all that big right now based on the situation.
He hauls it in, 2 away.
You put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Next is the Royals catcher, Carter Jensen. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Movement in the Yankees pen, Fernando Cruz. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball 2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Isbell at third. Garcia at second. Witt on at first with 2 down. In the dirt, and it's 3-2. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
2 outs, bases full. Here's Lane Thomas. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1 now. Bases loaded, 2 down. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Here's a 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 10, Royals 5. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Matt Strong.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Jose Caballero getting ready to hit.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field. You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Stays alive. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 20.
And next for New York, Austin Wells.
Ball, that's too high.
Popped up. Pasquantino under it. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled. Fastball is outside. That clips the corner. Strom, 34-year-old vet, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Strike 2. Two down, nobody on, and a ball evens the count. battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees. They still lead it, though, 10-5. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals.
Number 14, Jack Caglione.
Come on, Yankees, let's go.
That's out to center field. That's a hit. And a man aboard.
The batter number 19,
Michael Massey
second
steps
baseman,
in for the Royals.
Michael Massey.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. The Yanks leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
So up next, Kyle Isbell. Just missed. Foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The 2-1. Caballero. The flip. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next to the Royals.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
So bases all loaded up. Michael Garcia will hit next. Bases juiced, no outs. Close, but call the ball. And the count even 1-1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, carrying well. It's gone! Grand slam! So he blasts one out the other way, and they cut into the deficit.
Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Angel Chevy done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, 1 down.
Ball 1.
Rips one to right. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Up next to the Royals, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny.
So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 in this one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And there's a foul ball. The 2-2. And that one hammered. And foul ball. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one is out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and we're all square. It's 10-10.
There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Salvador Perez, the next to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's the catcher, Carter Jensen. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Ball 1 there. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Near the fence. Has room, and he makes the catch. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 10-10 tie.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John Schreiber. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The Judge takes a strike. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Nick Mears getting loose out there. Spence warming up as well. And he'll 1.
Ball, that's out. Yep, that ball went out.
Late on that fastball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Ground ball to the right side. Pasquantino steps on the bag. Got him.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. That one hammered center field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning coming up. We're all even at 10 apiece.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees,
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Yarbrough. Here comes Lane
the
Thomas.
designated hitter, Lane Thomas.
Ball, down. Outside, that's a ball.
The 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. on the ground. Rice tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now it's the right fielder, Jack Caglione.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Activity in the bullpen. Camilo Doval up and throwing. Hill, a lefty, warming up as well. Yoan. That's ripped into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throws to second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
So digging in, Michael Massey. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Ball.
Man at second. And now it's 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Royals with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Chop to first. Rice takes it to the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Up next to the Royals, the center fielder, number 20.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Ground ball up the middle. Caballero fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Royals lead 1. Our score holds at 10 apiece.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mitch Spence. This is his first appearance of the season. Ben Rice digs in now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one chopped up the middle. Slings to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air, center field. Isbell settles under this one. 2 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That's outside. Ball, that's off the plate. Aye.
Oh, he
Ball
doesn't
3.
get the call. Ball 3. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. And that one almost hit him. Stays alive. And he walked him.
Nope.
And he heads down to first as a potential go-ahead run after that long AB ends in a walk. Jose Caballero getting ready to hit.
Ball 1.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. It's the Royals 10 and the Yankees 10. Back now in the Bronx. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Action in the pen down there. David Bednar, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
That's ball 2.
And
That's
another
a
ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Bobby Witt Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses. So leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Ball, that's outside.
1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. One run's in. The second run scores. It's a two-run single, and they lead by 2.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big-time swing of the bat to drive in 2. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
No outs. Runner at first. And next up for the Royals, Salvador Perez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Runner on the move. Hit on the ground to short. Caballero to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, Tim Hill.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next is the Royals catcher, Carter Jensen.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Man at second. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Out towards right center field. Stanton chasing after it. And he makes the catch.
the bat, number 15, designated hitter, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one's in there. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Set down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Royals 12 and the Yankees 10.
Now pitching for the
Back
Royals.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Nick Mears.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ball, that's outside.
The Yankees looking to rally. Bullpen action for the Royals. Lucas Ursig, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Zips it across, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Grisham in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Mears, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 1 out man at first. Here's Judge now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Yankees with the tying run at the plate. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Aaron Judge with a rocket.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here comes Bellinger. Infield shifted to the pull side.
Ball in.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that is out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
One, two now.
That's a really good take.
Swing Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, one.
Hard hit, but right at him in left. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Through 8 full, we're all even at 12 apiece. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Starling Marte.
And he's just looking to get something going any way he can here, trying to untie this ball game.
No, inside.
And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Digging in, Michael Massey. It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So now a pinch hitter, Jonathan India, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That one ripped, but foul. Now he breaks his bat. And that is that. KC down in order. This game remains tied at 12.
Now pitching for the
Back
Royals.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Eli Morgan. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Now into the ball game on defense, Tyler Tolbert. He'll be patrolling center field.
Tyler Tolbert.
And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Ursig, the closer, is getting loose. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman,
Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's in for a strike.
Ball. That's inside. Ball 2.
That one
Ball,
misses.
that's down.
Ball 3. Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. Huge wild pitch there. Winning run is in scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. First and second, one out. Jose Caballero now at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
The Yanks with the winning run standing at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2. Two on, one out. Swing and a pop-up. Fair ball. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only one gone.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Now with the winning run at third, they're looking for a ball to the outfield, but that inning-ending double play is in order.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. In there for strike one. And now everybody's running. It's a squeeze. Pasquantino. In comes the winning run, and the Yankees win it on a walk-off squeeze. Wow.
Well, a gutsy call from the bench. You've got to have a lot of confidence in the ability to handle the bat by that guy standing at the box. Well, he got it done, put the ball on the ground. That's all you're looking for in terms of execution. Incredible finish to this game.
13-12 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.